Hi there! So the other day I went to a library bookstore and got myself a bag full of books that I plan to read in the New Year's. But today I wanted to do a book haul to go over the books and see what kind of books I got. So I got my books here and I got my coffee here in my Christmas mug, and let's get started. So the first book is a novel, Marvel and the Wonder by Joe Menno. The book is about a 16-year-old grandson who receives a mysterious gift from his grandfather. And of course there will be some conflicts between family members. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. My next book is South of Superior, a novel by Ellen Good. I really like the cover again. But the story is about a woman who decides to leave her old life behind and comes to this town to start a new life. And there are a lot of adventures waiting for her, so excited to read this. My next book is A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. This is such a classic, and I have heard about this book many times, but I never get the chance to read it, so this will be a good time to read this good novel. I got the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which is one of the most popular self-development books out there, and I mean it's been out there for a while. And I remember read this book before, and I've learned so much from this. Such a great book. So I decided that I want to have a hard copy and as well as to read this book one more time. Kevin Woman. Another really pretty cover. I basically chose a lot of books based on the cover and the summary in the back. So this is a novel by Barbara Taylor Bradford. And the story begins on a summer weekend in July of 1926, when for the first time in years, the Earl has planned a family weekend. And sounds like there are a lot of fun things happen during that family weekend. I'm pretty sure there's some adventures, some drama, I believe. So yes, I'm excited to read this book. Swim with the Sharks Without Being Eaten Alive. This is such an aggressive title, and I'm assuming, this is about, have to be highly competitive in an environment in big corporations or in any type of business. So I decided that I want to give it a try and see what it's about. Walk the Wire by David Baldacci, and he has books that published in over 45 languages in more than 80 countries with 150 million copies sold worldwide. Yes, I remember I have seen his books everywhere in airport bookstores. Any bookstores you go, the novel section would always have his name on. And I got a couple of books for my son, Christmas stories. It will be fun to read with him. Management Lessons from Mayo Clinic. So as a person who lives in the city where the nation's #1 clinic is at, it's only appropriate to read about this successful organization that has been providing services, medical services, over 100 years. So yes, I'm ready to read this and I'm pretty excited about this. My last book is 5 Minute Bliss. It is a short story book that only takes 5 minutes a day to read and reflect on, and basically just a fun way to start the day, inspired and fresh. So yes, so these are the books I got from the library bookstore here in Rochester, and I only spent $35 for 11 books, so these are definitely a deal. And the reason was that the bookstore basically carries a lot of books that people bring in, donate, or if there are like extra books in the library, they get donated or they brought to the bookstore so people can buy these books in a pretty reasonable price. And I also needed a lot of books to fill out my bookshelves here. Definitely need a lot of books. So yes, it will be a fun way to read and also reflect on all these interesting stories. So well, we'll see you next time.